who inspires you? Who in your life have who are these people who have set examples to you of what it means to be trustworthy, to be virtuous, and who do you aim at?
It's really tough to answer that. I mean, the back of my mind will keep thinking about that because I want to give a sincere answer. But honestly, and I don't mean this in any spirit of cynicism, I have known many outwardly great people, thought leaders, especially because I used to work in book publishing. And I used to work with people who either they had celebrity in one way or another because of their gifts, be they spiritual, psychological, great teachers, whatever. But a lot of times I got to see their underwear drawer, and it was very disillusioning at first to find out that people, we really contain multitudes. Even, the best, we so want people to be untarnished and perfect so they can be our heroes. But we're all kind of jerks, but we're also angels. And so I don't mean to evade your question, but I don't, because sadly, I don't really have any heroes. I will see good moments. I will see people making beauty, say through art, and I'll be deeply affected. But I know that same person who just affected me that deeply could also be, a philandering cad. And we. So I guess I don't know. I like to think I'm a realist and not a cynic, but I'm really scared of having heroes. Certainly there have been books I've read by people and I deeply admire them, but I hope I'm not failing at this question.
No, I think you're doing. Yeah. I think what you're trying to say is that what matters is the moments that we see goodness, right? And you need to capture those moments.
That's it.
I think of Marcus Aurelius because, I mean, his whole first book in his Meditations was dedicated to pointing out the characteristics and lessons that he learned from beautiful people in his life. Now, what he didn't say was, this person's perfect, that person's perfect, that person's perfect. What he said was, from this person, I learned this and this. From that person, I learned that and that, right?
Yeah.
And together with all of those people and all those lessons that he learned, he put together what I call his personal ideal. Like, this is the person who he would have absolutely loved to have been and worked towards. That's not necessarily based on one hero. It's based on many different characteristics from beautiful people in his life that he can bring together and hopefully embody those. And yeah, I think it's just something that some people are drawn to, have those specific heroes. And I see that as myself. Like, personally, I get a lot of value out of picking somebody and saying, okay, cool, I really want to be like that person. But there's also the understanding that, some of the most brilliant minds of history also had the biggest flaws, right? It almost comes with the territory.
It almost comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the interesting things about life, is you see these people who create the most incredible pieces of art, or the most amazing businesses, or, they become the top of their game in whatever they're doing. And you kind of just have to accept that these people, as much as they're awesome, they're also just regular people, just like you, and they deal with the same kind of issues that you deal with. And so don't put them on a pedestal, but understand what you can learn from them,
Yeah. I think it makes us more compassionate too.
Yeah.
to have that perspective. And
But see,
definitely,
sorry, go on.
no, please go ahead. No, you.
Well, I think that that's a really important point. It's like we place so much judgment on everybody in society, often incredibly high amounts of judgment of people at the top as well, which is important because, while they're there in the light, they should probably be trying to be the best examples of what good humanity is, right?
Yes.
But you can kind of get lost just sitting there thinking about all of the bad things that other people do and not spend so much time thinking about how that relates to you as well. Like, we are all deeply flawed in one way or the other. And to think that you're the only one dealing with certain trials, or you're the only one who, or to think that you're perfect, like, no, every single person has something that they're dealing with on a deep level that you can't
Yes.
see, you can't understand.